Okay, I'm in the game.
Okay.
Greetings in the game.
Hi, what's up?
I'm just causing problems and being a belligerent cunt.
Usual.
Awesome.
Is Eddie still level 2?
Eddie's probably not gonna level.
Okay.
You're gonna, although you can't, like I said, you can definitely make upgrades to him, and we can discuss
Assaultron
upgrades.
Eddie with new seduction perk.
Oh God, you fucking horn dog!
You're just gonna hear release the Assaultron.
Oh God, he's just an Assaultron with fucking Eddie's head.
What's the Assaultron vendor in Good whatever the
Cleo.
fuck it is? Good neighbor.
Good neighbor Cleo, yeah. I'm
Yeah.
all woman. It's like, what? You don't sound like a woman.
Yup. It's gonna become our version of Cleo. If I get an Assaultron, that's gonna be their its name, Cleo. Or Clang. I feel like Clang would be funny too.
7 Punch, Creamsworth, and Eddie. All right.
So what happened to our Brotherhood people? Are they just dead?
Which Brotherhood people? What?
Didn't we have 2 other people?
Oh, they stay with the caravan these days.
Oh, yeah. They're retired from adventuring.
I guess. They'll show up if your caravan gets raided or something like that. Do we have anything to do before we begin?
What did I miss last time?
Not that I know of.
I wasn't here at the last session, and I won't be at the next one because I have CETA.
Actually,
That's okay, next week.
I won't be on next one as well. Yeah.
Next week is, assuming you guys are talking about next week. I'm gonna assume I fucking gonna work Sunday, so.
Well then, very well.
That'll work.
That actually works out. Yeah. It's been 3 weeks, and I wasn't at the last one, so I actually don't know what.
I think it was just me, Moth, and Dam.
Yeah.
So we got to Denver and we just ran some random encounters.
We got an Assaultron.
Nice.
It wasn't an Assaultron, it was a Securitron.
Oh, sorry, Securitron. Wait, no, it wasn't. Wait,
it was a Sentry Bot chassis.
Sentry Bot.
Okay.
Sorry.
Originally it was a Securitron, and then you changed it later because you misspoke, so it's a Sentry Bot now.
Yeah.
I thought you could. It is a. Would you rather have a fucking secured? Would you rather have a Securitron chassis?
I don't really care, but sure, I'll take either.
It's a Sentry Bot chassis.
Which version of the Sentry Bot and which version of the Securitron?
It's pre-platinum chip, so.
No. There's 2 different versions of it.
I don't remember that.
There's the house version, and then there's the fucking Big Mountain version.
I thought Big Mountain stole from Mr. House.
Yeah, and then they upgraded it, but that was before the war.
In quotes.
So
you're gonna run into house versions.
Okay.
Yeah. Yeah. So we journeyed.
Unless you go to Big Mountain.
Yeah, we journeyed through the different things. We fought once, I think. What's semi-fought the raiders?
You kind of you had a theater of the mind fight.
Yeah, so then we sold some ice cream in exchange for some roasted fingers. We also met, so like a Creamsworth. Well, it was like a military bot version of that. I forgot.
Gutsy.
Yeah, Gutsy, a ghoul, and another super mutant. They were like painting a wall. Somebody ordered them to do so, and they would have promised like 1,000 caps. and then
Oh,
that
yeah, I
person
forgot about
left.
that.
I remember
Yeah.
that, I think.
That happened like Dodge City when we were passing by that.
Yeah, see, I thought I was there for that.
No. And yeah, nothing much happened. Oh yeah, we went to a city that had like a bunch of burned corpses. And we didn't. We decided not to go inside.
Oh yeah, that was the It was a like Nelson style town.
Oh yeah, I think also Cream's word or like the there was like an Eddie, like a iBot, that was like following us, and we killed that.
Oh yeah, I was blaring a bunch of fucking music, so I shot it.
Oh no, wasn't it just like capturing our movements, like recording?
Yeah, it was
recording. Oh, that too.
Yeah. And so we arrived to Denver.
Boston.
I think
they're saying something about Cambridge Polymer Labs.
Out this far? All right.
Sure, why not?
All right, so you guys make it to you guys all became level 5, didn't you?
Yeah.
Sure.
Yes. I took another level of toughness, so now I have 3 passive.
Good lord.
Physical reduction.
Okay. Alright, I gotta crack your nuts.
There you go.
I can move my character. Nope. Okay.
I'm gonna grab some coffee real quick since I'm out again.
That's
all right.
what I just did.
Okay. Wait for actually I'll go get some water myself and then we can begin. Alright, I'm back.
But yeah, we also did meet like 2 sessions ago a traveling blacksmith, and he could have done some other like modifications for other people.
Oh yeah.
But we are out of money. We don't have any money.
But you can call him in the future.
Okay.
I gave him a terminal.
Oh yeah, we fixed his radio or something, didn't we?
Absolutely not a tracking device.
Yeah, totally
in the
not.
terminal.
Totally not.
Sips coffee nonchalantly. I'm sure if we asked Eddie totally couldn't point us on a map where that terminal is. Right meow.
Nah, I doubt he can do that.
In other news, I got my my New Vegas working with I think 800 mods, and I got my Oblivion working with 700 mods.
Nice.
I got my.
Excellent.
Would you like to see screenshots of my Oblivion while we wait?
What have you done?
How would I? Oh no, we're waiting.
All right.
Okay.
Sorry, I thought you guys were going to go without me.
What? No. Why would we go without you?
There's not
It's
much.
dangerous to go alone. Take Moth.
Exactly.
Okay. Well, welcome
Take
to
this
the
ice
city
cream.
of dog. Welcome to the city of dogs. As you walk in town, you can hear the howls upon the many packs of dogs that populate the city.
Awoo.
Big dogs, small dogs, dogs of every variety.
Awoo.
Do we see like what do these guys look like? Do they look like dangerous individuals?
They look like more
This is the
traditional.
city of dogs, so I'd assume they're furries.
They look like more traditional individuals, or more traditional tribals, adorned with not armor made out of dogs, armor that looks like that might look like dog pee.
The furries.
You know, I don't want to say furry.
They're wearing fur armor like you might expect from a barbarian from Skyrim. They look like they are furries.
So they're furies.
Mm-hmm.
But nothing is actually. It looks like. Oh God, there's.
Is it cartoonishly overdone in the shape of dogs?
Hang on, we need
No.
put
With
a
bright
furry
colors.
representative in here so we can see this.
Please no. Please no. Stop. Bad. Anyway. Let's see here. What kind of
happens when you Google armored furry?
Oh,
What the fuck?
Please no. Stop. Bad. This isn't Kobler's fucking not safe for work platform.
No, it's not an NSFW furry.
and it's just mostly mecha furries.
Not safe for
No,
life.
Look at this. Look at this. Now, good luck getting that image out of your head.
Anyway, let's see here. There seems to be a large pack of dogs, grouped around, or kind of sleeping around these cars over here. And it looks like you have stumbled upon what looks to
Hear the
be
dog's background.
Oh.
the couple of not furries, but people who do look like they worship dogs. They look like they have nets and cages, and they're ready to capture the dogs.
Well, they don't really worship them then, do they?
The not furries.
Hang on. These people look like they're about to capture these dogs? Or these people look like they're about to capture these dogs?
The top dogs, yeah.
Top dogs. Okay, so what about these dogs to the left?
Those dogs have already sensed them and are lying in wait to counter ambush.
So they belong to these ones then. Mm-hmm.
Unless they're circling from the pack, they're circling
Counter
around
ambush.
to get the other
These dogs look like they're ready to ambush these dogs.
Oh,
whereas these
okay.
guys are about to ambush these guys. And we have an amazing view of everything.
And we're available to ambush. Yeah.
Do we have any beef?
Do the humans have weapons?
We have roasted fingers.
I have a rad scorpion steak that I will give to a doggo to make the doggo friend.
The human of the human group, so it looks like there's like a kind of like tamer guy who just has like a regular spear.
I don't know if you can see next to me for
the
legal
two
reasons, I have to
there's
put
two
in the
geared
dogs.
up guys who ironically aren't wearing their picture isn't wearing armor, but they're definitely wearing armor. Trust me,
So
bro.
they're naked.
Anyway, they have EMP spears and hunting rifles, and there's like kind of like an adorned person who's got a 45 pistol, a tomahawk, and
I'm sorry, they have what now?
EMP
You
spears.
say they have EMP spears?
Yeah, what are they fighting? Fucking cyber dogs? Are these
Well-
regular dogs or cyber dogs?
Well, have
Those are
you seen any cyber dogs? Well, there you go. Thank them for that.
those are cyber dogs.
Oh, those are cyber dogs?
These are
Oh.
cyber dogs. That would have been good to know.
Okay, so these are
See,
robot dogs.
This is why I ask this important shit. So we've got organic dogs, we've got cyber dogs, and we've got humans.
So wait,
and we have
are these the
amazing
cyber
places.
dogs, or are these just like
No,
the
those are
organic
regular
dogs?
No, the one that Dan just pinged are the cyber dogs. The
Oh.
regular dogs are in the center with the green outline, and
Oh.
it's just the regular.
Hmm.
Okay. Do the cyber dogs look friendly?
They look like they're about to attack the humans.
So if I gave them steak, would they be friendly or hostile?
Well, they'll probably be friendly if we attack the other humans as well.
Are they full metal cyber dogs or
I
cyborg
would say
dogs?
we sit back and watch.
They're kind of like Rex.
Yeah, but to say Fallout doesn't have fully robotic dogs. They've got cyber.
It has
cyber
one,
dogs,
kind of.
and that's it.
I don't. Where was that robot? Or I don't remember but yeah, they're
A gun.
Oh yeah, that. No, yeah, these are borged out dogs. They're not like fully robotic.
I say we sit back and see what happens because coming into a new city, I really don't want to piss off the local populace.
I don't want to get stabbed with an EMP spear. It sounds like we're getting hard countered here.
I would say
I am.
let's sit back and watch.
Yeah.
Is this building enterable?
Sure.
I fly 80 feet in the air and take a sniping position.
I say we all get in the building and wait and see what happens.
I would like to, I don't know, stealth somewhere towards the middle just so I can be ready to spring from the shadows and put my hand through someone's chest.
I would say let's put up an LPOP, watch and see what happens before we start traversing through the city.
So Sabin would just like stand at the corner and like he would whip out like a tiny can of melon juice and he would start sipping on that.
Have any of us heard anything of Dog City?
That's a good question.
Well, we know it's called Dog City.
That's what
so
I'm
I
saying.
think
Do
we've
we
heard
know
Yeah,
what
but-
the sign said, or do we know it as Dog City? I'm being serious. Like,
Coming into town, you've seen some effigies towards of dogs. Said as far as the tribals go, if any of you have heard, you would
Of
know
Dog
that
City.
these guys are probably hanged. Or yeah, the group of humans are probably hang dogs. Very dog oriented tribal
no
with
idea
a very
if I would've
dog oriented
known
tribal
this.
identity.
I don't know if I would have known this flying overhead or not. I probably would have seen a fuck ton of dogs.
It was a very long way traveling here. We probably would have asked around at some of the places we were at.
That's fair. Okay, so we know
Actually-
Granted, we met like 4 people, so...
I would like to cancel what I was about to do, since I remembered we're on a mission to sell ice cream, and these are our potential customers.
Not in the middle of a fight.
I would like to greet them.
I say we go inside this building, set up an LPOP, wait and watch what happens.
Idea.
On top of that, we
We
could probably
set up
loot
a
whoever's
shop
left.
inside this building. Just hang a sign outside.
Yes.
All right, everyone inside the building. We'll once they're done, we'll be open for business probably. Everyone wins. We get customers. We don't attack the local populace and piss them off. We stay neutral. We are all in agreement with this plan.
Good idea. Yeah.
Sounds good.
Now, the first thing is, what do we name this place? LPOP ice cream? Got it. How do I put down text? Where is text?
Do we have anything to paint with?
Yeah, you could have picked up that Mo Curly and Shirley's paint bucket if you cared to.
Sure, it would have been components to use to paint stuff.
But I mean, they were so busy painting that wall of theirs.
Oh no, they beat the shit out of each other and walked away.
Oh. Sure. Yes, lead paint. Lead-based paint.
The best tasting paint.
I was experimenting with the new type of ice cream where you coat the outside in some sort of hard shell. I was thinking the paint might be good for that.
Oh, you nasty fuck. Lead flavored.
I can't. Oh.
Nah, vanilla ice cream. No, radiation ice cream. Now with lead coating.
Lead shielding.
Lead shielded
I
radioactive
don't know how to
ice cream.
rotate this. If you can rotate,
it's
feel free.
It's fine.
You get the idea.
Yeah.
So you participating or are going to participate in this fight at all?
Not for the initial bit. I say we go upstairs, set up our little ice cream.
Yeah, I was just like, I crudely like make it like an L.
I will go as high up as I can and see what Eddie's sensors I can find.
Okay.
While we watch this fight unfold, time to watch out of character. Time to watch the GM play with himself.
I'm gonna be.
Oh no,
outside.
I'm not gonna simulate. I'm just gonna see what the fuck happens because.
I think like, you simulating it would be fucking hilarious.
Sabin is probably going to be doing this outside to not like let the paint into the shop because the shop needs to be pristine and clean, obviously. Yes.
Okay.
What's inside the building?
So the dogs so is anyone actually watching the fight or
actively watching?
Sabin would be like passively watching it on peripheral vision, I guess.
Okay.
By the way, is our party AP? What is that at? Did that get reset or no? Okay.
It should be maxed out.
Yeah, that gets yeah. There's 4 of you guys, so it should be at 4.
Okay.
That's see, this is why I ask these things because.
Oh no, your luck should also be reset.
Yes, it should.
Okay. So you see the cyber dogs, and they're in a position to pounce. However, they're very patiently waiting for something. All of a sudden, the the guy who looks like he's like the dog tamer or something like that throws a net over one of the dogs. And then all of a sudden, the dogs get up. And the regular dogs get up and start running away, and then the cyber dogs jump into action.
Oh wow!
Do you need barking in the background? Spruts, Geblouts. She said, "Fuck you."
Okay, so that dog's captured. Good lord.
There you go. There's your barking.
Roll perception difficulty 2. Probably Norsk, because he's the main one who seems to be watching.
How the fuck do I roll perception?
Can it be an assist roll as well?
Sure.
All right.
Still difficulty 2.
How the fuck do I roll perception?
Just perception, right?
Sorry, not perception, survival. My apologies.
Okay.
Thank you. That's why I was like, what?
Oh, sorry, I meant to roll 1 dice. Whoops. Whatever.
Reroll. You used a luck to reroll that?
Yes, I do.
Okay. See if you get an AP. Sorry. Yeah, Dan, see if you get an AP.
Oh, sure. Let me.
What? No, I want to reroll 1. What the fuck? Did it? It just rerolled the 1.
Yeah.
That's 2 successes.
There you go. 1 AP.
There you go. 1 AP. As the dogs run away, looks like there was actually even there's a third group. You see one of the dogs take a harpoon. And they Yeah, you see three dogs make it away. One dog takes a harpoon, and that group takes him away. They look a lot scruffier than the regular tribals too. A lot more fucked up.
Where the fuck did they get a harpoon?
It's a stick.
A sharp, pointy stick.
Yeah.
With a
He didn't
rope.
say that he used a harpoon gun. Just threw a harpoon.
Yes.
And it is a harpoon gun.
Oh.
Still. Where the
Anyway,
fuck did they get a harpoon? We're inland. There's no ocean.
You can craft one.
Who would want to? How would they know what it is?
Sharp stuff.
There's so many questions.
Hey, I got tired
Because
of putting my
ice.
spear, so I put a rope on it so I can pull it back. Harpoon
Exactly.
gun.
Exactly. It's a legally distinct
if you
spear
think about
gun.
it,
Yeah.
Yeah, like they didn't just when the bombs drop, everyone goes, "I know nothing." Like you saw people that knew shit.
It's been 200 years.
Yeah, and they can still
People
read and write.
random tribals inland wouldn't
They
know
can
what the
still
fuck
read
a
and write.
harpoon
Though.
is.
They didn't just become retarded. They just lost some technology.
Most of the tribals can't. That's why they're tribal.
Yeah, the hangdogs were notoriously smart.
He just said that other group was not the hangdogs. They were somebody else.
Yes, but the knowledge is in this area.
The dog got hit by a very large crossbow looking item.
Very well.
So it
Just
could
say
be a
javelin.
harpoon.
You could just say javelin.
Oh no, it was
Threw a fucking javelin or an ilkwa.
He said crossbow.
It was
crossbow
pneumatic.
still.
It was pneumatically powered, so it's not. It's officially not a crossbow. It would be the closest to a harpoon gun.
Yep. And crossbows aren't. I mean, they're primitive, but they're difficult. They require knowledge. But it's a basic weapon, just like a bow.
All right. AP spear. How much damage? I hit. I don't get any AP because this is. God, you guys are really gonna. Let's see how well this goes.
I'm enjoying watching our game master playing with himself.
Damage 4, piercing 1.
I mean, we could start blasting if you want.
Nah. In character, I am wholeheartedly recording this via Eddie for playback later for tactical analysis.
Do. Vicious if.
Is that what you call it?
Damage 4. Robotic,
No.
so
There's
damage.
this many dogs right at the
Or
entrance.
6,
no way you're gonna
damage
get through
6.
on our own.
Piercing 1. How much?
We
Okay.
should definitely have. We should definitely try and make friends so we can get through on our own. And for
So
our ice
it
cream
takes-
selling friend,
5. Okay.
think of how much ice cream
Stick
we can
that.
sell. Dogs like ice cream too. I'm sure the humans here will pay for their dogs to eat ice cream. Out of character, would you like to see a dog?
That's a dog. It's a good dog. Okay. And
I'm being harassed by her. And harangued, if you will.
okay. Damage roll. That's a shit ton of damage. That dog's dead. Yeah. Okay. And next one. The shaman. Shaman hangs back, doesn't do anything. Wow, the cyber dog's rolled terribly.
Can I question? Can I have one turn?
Yeah, you can. Yeah, what's up?
Yeah. So during this turn, while that's going on, I would like to paint a nice eye and start working on a C for the ice cream. That's the end of my turn.
1 turn per letter.
1.5 ish.
Or
Yeah.
1 letter, so 1.5 letters per turn.
Okay.
So they're just gonna turn around after combat and just see an ice cream store has opened at the end of combat.
Yeah. You know, you ask me why shit's so weird, but like, and then
No.
you guys just like magical ice cream store.
Oh, I
It's
have
not
no
magical at
idea
all.
what you're
It's
talking about.
Sir, I will have you know I took the Wild Wasteland perk
You hear a very loud screeching bark.
Or wow.
No, it wasn't screeching.
Is there any
It
terminals
needs to
or
be
anything in here
screeching.
I can try and
Walk.
reprogram?
There you go.
Right leg.
No, fuck it. We're gonna build the terminal using the old broken terminal, the scrap components.
I start dusting off.
Cream
Thanks,
vending.
okay. So
I start dusting off the jukebox in the back.
Yep. I'm gonna program all the flavors of ice cream that we're supposed to have.
13. Okay. So anyway, the tribals win. Do you get or?
Did he finish painting ice cream on the front?
I mean, I think I would have finished painting ice C. Ice C.
I figured you could just draw a picture of an ice cream cone.
Do you, one of you roll barter to see how convincing your storefront. And tell me who rolls it.
Okay, all right.
To tell me how convincing your storefront looks.
Okay, I have a
Can
barter
I-
of 11 max. Okay, I'm gonna spend.
You have a barter of 11.
Sorry, combined. So one.
His goal is 11.
2. There you go.
So I'm gonna get it to 5.
I'm gonna spend 4.
Well, it's also your main stats included in the number.
Yeah.
There you go. Okay. All right.
That's his goal. Yeah, that's his goal number.
I'm helping.
I'm gonna reroll one of those. Nice.
Oh. All right. They kill the
That's a pretty convincing looking storefront.
It is a pretty convincing look storefront. After the parched heat of battle, and some singes on their armor, you see the hangdogs gather up their dog, capture, and come over and come to your shop. It's like,
let's go.
They hear Sabin humming something to himself, like a very hushed tone.
Yeah. These tribals seem to be. One of them can probably read. Actually, yeah, the shaman can probably read. They're not completely idiot savages. It's like ice cream. Hello. Would like ice cream. Ice cream for dog?
Okay.
And let's see what flavors do we have in stock.
Yes, we have pop cups.
And did I finish?
We've got vanilla. We've got vanilla lead chip. We've got.
Did I finish making the billboard?
Pickled human fingered vanilla.
The computer.
Ooh. One of the warriors is like, Nuka flavor. Do we have Nuka?
Somebody go find a Nuka Cola.
Check the stash.
Do we actually have any bottles? Do we have any Molotovs? In the thing. In the wagon.
I don't think whiskey's gonna work very well.
Actually, whiskey
it's a
flavor
dark
is
color.
the thing.
No, we
Yeah,
don't have any
flavor,
Molotovs.
but using actual whiskey is not gonna work.
I mean, I was
That's a thing.
I was thinking of putting like the growth fingers liquid, maybe. Wasn't like in like a bottle, like in a jar that was given to me.
Pickled fingers.
Yeah, pickled fingers. Yeah. Sorry, no, not the grilled. Yeah, pickled fingers. There you go.
What flavors do we have available right now?
So we can give them like the pickled finger flavor instead of the Nuka-Cola flavor, but like put it in a bottle so it looks like a
Hang on.
Nuka-Cola.
For the coating, what flavors do we have available?
Vanilla.
And
Vanilla
had-
covered in lead paint?
so what is that? Uranium?
No. We would
Just
need to actually
vanilla
have
covered in
We're gonna
vanilla.
glowing one blood for that. I think.
We're calling that mint. That's now mint.
One of them is brave enough to try the vanilla with lead paint. The rest is skip vanilla.
Okay.
How many how many caps?
1 billion.
30 for the regular vanilla, 40 for the lead paint one.
Is that what I'm putting on the computer?
We have 100. 100 caps do.
110.
100, and we get to pet the dog.
100 and some ragstag meat.
Ooh.
That works.
Cooked ragstag meat.
Ooh.
Whatever form that takes.
The next ice cream flavor.
Do you want me to make that one?
Oh
No.
I'll
meat
start
flavor.
removing flavors and adding in things. I'm building a terminal for you now for your ice cream.
So is it?
Vickers, the tax accountant.
Yeah. So we get 100 caps for like. Do they pay 100 caps for the ice cream?
Yeah, they pay 100 caps and one thing of like venison or cooked venison or whatever they call it.
All right.
Radstag steak, I'd imagine.
There's stew and there's meat. There's grilled radstag.
Probably the grilled one.
Mm.
Grilled one's better. You don't get the radiation from it.
Ooh.
Yeah.
Pure meat and no care.
Oh my god, it's so good. Alright, I'm adding that to the wagon train.
How do you spell available?
I don't know.
Stock.
AVALAIBLE.
We're just putting in stock now. Fucking.
There you go.
Yeah, thank you, sir. The scholar I needed. All right, so
Does anyone ask any questions or anything like that?
yes, someone who is of the persuasive format should definitely ask them about the area, what they're doing here. Maybe introduce ourselves.
So not me. Got it.
So not me. What? Fuck, actually no, it's me. I'm the most
Yes, yeah.
persuasive.
It is.
I've got six charisma and 3 speech. I think you're higher than me, yeah.
Yes, I have 7 charisma and 3 speech. I look over to the like I presume it's this guy on the top who has the dog in the net.
Yeah.
Yeah, and
He's got the dog calmed down now. He gave it some venison and then now he's sharing his ice cream with it.
Aw. And I kind of point at the dog. Is food? Or is friend?
No food. Friend, best friend. New friend.
And then like he kind of well, actually, when we were inside the shop, can we still see the outside, like where the battle happened?
Yeah,
Okay.
you see some.
Yeah, so like, I look over to the like where the battle took place. So why kill other friends?
Devil dog. Foul.
Huh?
Come from
What?
Come from big hole.
Big hole.
Canine hole.
Hmm.
Big canine hole.
Are you talking about just a large hole in the ground, or are you talking about a large female dog?
No, big hole in ground.
Oh, okay, good. I mean, you never know when you're out here. It could be any of the situations.
Where hole in ground?
South down.
How far?
He marks it on your map.
Nice.
We go back camp right here. He marks on the west side of town, just kind of like a camp.
Hmm.
Watch out for gruffies.
Gruffies.
They all over.
What are gruffies?
big hunt dog, eat dog, terrible people.
And now, like, a kind of is there like a blood trail from where the dog was harpooned, at the top? Or
Yeah. If you wanted to trace that, you could.
yeah, and so I kind of point in the general direction of where the blood trail is. So, Gruffy.
They didn't see us, or they didn't see the
They
dog
didn't.
get harpooned, did they?
No.
Oh, they didn't. Okay.
Do we want to tell them about that?
Yeah, I point.
Because I saw everything from up top.
I also saw that. I think.
I recorded it.
Wait, or did I see? I forgot.
I know I did.
You were painting. Did you see?
I did not see actually. Wait, no.
Yeah, no. I will mention it.
No, I have one success. Yeah, I have one success in that. I did
He
see.
saw it over his shoulder.
Yeah.
He has 3 eye. Or no, yeah. This is the robot that's talking, right?
Yeah.
Okay. Then you've got
who-
3 fucking optical sensors.
Oh wait,
Me?
no,
No, I wasn't.
That would be Moth.
Okay.
So,
sorry, Moth is the robot.
Yeah, Moth is a robot.
I was not paying attention because I have 4 perception.
I'm the big guy. Yeah.
That's right. Okay.
The one who's painting.
I definitely saw it. I will mention it. Can I describe the gruffies to them and say these are gruffies? Yes.
Yes, they Gruffy.
They following you?
No, all over the place, like Rad Roach.
Pest. Anything important nearby?
No, just nothing big.
How many of you there are?
No say. Lots.
How much ice cream we need for everyone?
Yes.
Lots.
How many servings?
Lots. Me no more talk about people.
Are there any Brahmin in the area?
Few. Some.
Have you seen anything big and metal flying in the sky?
Maybe. Big bird. Big bird.
How long ago?
3 days. Couple weeks. Me no keep track. Talk shaman.
Turns directly to the shaman. Have you seen a vertibird lately?
Yeah, we saw. It's a woman, but yeah, we saw one a couple weeks ago. Haven't seen one of those in quite some time. It made a little nervous.
All right.
Did not align.
Do I want to break their minds?
Did not align with stars.
No, I don't think we need to break their minds yet.
Do I want to tell them that was me?
I mean, up to you.
Does it matter?
Does it matter?
I don't know. They might think that we're God.
Nah.
I think the shaman would know better.
Yeah.
No, but I will say, I know how fly. Are there any that you've seen in the city?
No. Nope. I haven't
Crashed
seen anything.
or intact?
Old military base, maybe.
Can you mark on the map for me?
Yeah, there's a mark. She marked a military base on the map.
Anything? And is there anything you can tell me about that base?
No, we just avoid it. Big metal robots.
Big metal
Not good for the
robots?
health.
What do you know? What the name of the base is? Have you seen its sign?
Yeah, you can actually me look up a military base.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Choose what kind of base too. Don't do Denver MEPS, whatever you fucking do. You do the National Guard headquarters, actually. That makes sense. Colorado National Guard headquarters.
Buckley Space Force Base.
Oh my fucking god. Is that where we're going? Well, it wouldn't be Space Force, but... So that would
I probably would have retooled it.
Yeah, it would have been Buckley something, or there's a Colorado National Guard
It
headquarters.
would probably be like Buckley's Air Force.
No, it's gonna be Space Force base.
Because Space Force in fucking Fallout.
Oh no,
they did have a.
Wait a minute.
They did go to the moon and have a military up there.
Wait a minute. The Defense Department has its own base in Lakewood, Colorado, which is right outside of Denver, South Denver.
It's still gonna be Space Force because
Space Force is funnier.
Space Force base. Because I think that I think they did. I think there were some involvements on. I think there were some involvements in space. Space
Very
Force.
well.
There was a whole war fought on the moon, guys.
Yeah, the Moon Wars.
So we're going to Buckley.
Buckley Space Force base.
Air Force base.
Anyway, also, is there any other manufacturing facilities you're looking for in town?
Who? What? I'm sorry, I wasn't paying attention to the part where you were saying.
Are we looking for anything else in this town?
Oh.
What do we need? We need supplies. Is there any good traders? Do you trade with people, or
yes.
are you self?
They just traded with us, so.
I'm sorry. I'm asking them. Is there like a trading hub, or are there roving traders that come through routinely?
Small caravan, no big caravan. Sometimes.
Small caravans. Are they often, or are they infrequent?
Only town and area, so frequent.
Okay. Are there any other threats we need to know besides the gibbons and the dogs to the south?
No. Dogs no attack. Dogs no attack if unprovoked, though.
And then the military base on the east side of town.
Yeah, lots of bot. Big metal.
There are a lot of ferals in town running around. Feral ghouls.
Nope, just dogs.
Actually,
that's surprising.
Dogs killed them all.
Maybe.
The dogs killed most of them. Sorry.
Yeah. It kind of
big crater right here. He marks a big crater on the map.
Do we keep the shop open, or do we move around and sell ice cream to people? Do we?
Yes.
We could have a stop for a while.
Yeah.
We could park our caravan around here, around our ice cream shop, since we kind of need it to power the freezer.
Yeah, we can just leave the other guys who are not with us to kind of run the shop.
Guard it, and maybe sell some ice cream.
Exactly.
In the meantime.
Yeah, so in that case I turn to the trouble leader. If want ice cream, come here. We sell.
Could we make some dog meat flavored ice cream?
Soon.
We would need dogs.
Judging from these people, I would advise against it.
Well,
she could.
These ones probably won't appreciate it, but the other ones will.
Oh my. We have like a shop on the backside of
double tipping.
Yeah, on the
Gruffy not like other.
Oh.
Gruffy's only like other Gruffy.
Oh. Oh, actually, did we ask? Do Gruffy attack humans, or do they not attack humans?
Gruffy eat anything.
Oh, okay.
Oh.
So cannibals.
Yeah. Feral humans, essentially.
Oh.
Omnivores.
So I just found the thing. I will share this with you. I wasn't intending on finding this.
What is this?
Ta-da!
What is this?
That's the map of Dog City from Fallout Van Buren.
Oh.
I told you there's a spaceport right there.
Yeah, it's the Robco spaceport, not a space base.
It's gonna be a space base. There.
Okay, that's now a space base. So okay, so there you go. So here's our map for this. Could you I don't know, modify this in paint and tell me where our store is? There's also Fort Collins to the north.
I mean, honestly, he just probably put it in this as a separate page.
Yeah, probably do that.
Desolation Array sounds ominous.
I would like to check out that old ranch airfield if we use this map.
Oh, you're gonna find the crop dusters.
Actually, Vault 57 is supposed to be near here too. I don't think anyone here wants to go inside a vault.
I would.
What is Vault?
Would you like me to post this next picture?
What is picture?
Okay, add a character.
Oh.
Goofball.
Me no read.
It's okay, big guy.
I like the Van Buren map though. Can we use that and call it lore?
Yeah, we use the Van Buren map.
Nice. Okay. So no vault necessarily right now, but what are we near the I-70?
Yeah, I think you took the I-70 in.
Skytown side on the right side, we're on the east side then.
Yeah.
So where are they? Probably Boulder.
Yeah, they're in the Boulder region.
Okay, so did the base they tell us, is that Fort Collins or is that the Robco spaceport? Since they said
they pointed out they actually pointed out the Robco spaceport. Fort Collins is where that cred was marked.
Okay, yeah. So do we want to go through and check that old ranch airfield and then go to the spaceport, or do we want to go to the spaceport? Totally not trying to acquire a working actual vehicle with a refrigerator.
Vehicles.
We have a freezer.
Probably going to have more things to power in the airfield.
Yeah, vehicle
things
good.
we find.
See, vehicle. Now, imagine if we could find a.
By the way, in case you didn't know, we have a fusion core hooked up to a freezer in our caravan.
Mm-hmm. But what if What if we could get a vehicle that could power it on its own?
We do.
We can get it essentially in the airbase. Is what you're saying.
Well, they have a free.
Yes. Like, I don't know. Vertebrates create their own power once they're turned on.
So that they have a fusion engine or something, or
yes.
Okay.
Okay, out of character but in lore, this would be stuff my character would know. Is once you just need the charge to start turning them on, and then they charge and power themselves and cycle it up to power on their engines. It's unlimited energy as long as you do the maintenance. Unlike a fusion core, which would need to be charged, it just has the charge inside. That's why they drain eventually. Vertibirds and other military vehicles and some of the civilian trucks will just build their charge up to power themselves and then just down charge it when they're done. So you just have to keep them with that small battery charge.
Yeah, and how big are vertebrates? Like how wide are they? Like can they fit on on a road if you land on one?
Yes.
There's big ones and small ones.
Yes,
but
the one I was flying was a big one.
All right.
The ones you'd see in Fallout 4 and most of them,
those are small ones.
Yeah, those small ones.
Those can land on roads. The big cargo ones you need a little bit more open, but parking lots, anywhere like that.
Okay, got it. Space Force base.
VB1 is 15.4 meters long, 13 meters wide.
And so I guess while we're walking to the Space Force base, Sabin decides to think about this for a while. How much force is it in space, and how do they build a base around
Infinite.
it?
Those are questions you just don't ask.
And he keeps them to himself, and so they walk.
Where is that vault you mentioned, Evans Crater?
Rifle, if you were to go, or if you go either Araho Park or Rifle and then down, it would be Vault 57.
Oh, so it's south of Arapahoe?
Yeah.
Okay.
Is this the right one? I think this is the right one. Yeah, this is the right one. Everyone, please ignore this. Actually, here, fuck
okay.
I'm
Vault
gonna
K9.
DM that. I'm gonna DM that one to you. Just because even I don't know all that shit and I haven't looked at it. I don't want to know. There you go. Go do GM things with that.
Like I said, we'll call it. Yeah. Okay. Space Force Base, Vault K9, Hang Dogs, the Fort Collins that really doesn't exist anymore. That's what you guys have marked so far. Let's say the ice cream shop's right about here.
It's a beautiful map. I love it. Where'd you find this map?
Get the fuck up, Lars.
They men say big metal robot things at base. We careful.
We could try and observe it from afar.
The Space Force base?
Yes.
Okay. So Space Force base, you, so you see a rocket or two that looks maybe not untouched, but definitely, or touched by time more than anything else. Not a whole lot else except for you also see an outdated armored truck, sitting to the side of the tarmac, and you see a couple of sentry bots patrolling the also patrolling the tarmac. There's a pile of rusted Mr. Handys over in the corner. There is a protection on fire crew and a pretty large fence around the whole place.
Ooh, free salvage.
That's what I'm hearing.
Big metal patrolling, no good.
Also on your way here, you also saw a big sign that said Robco production facility.
Oh.
Or sorry, General Atomics.
General Atomics.
Gentlemen, would you think it's worth it trying
to? Well, I know that one of us has like a long range rifle. I have a big off like cannon on me, which can pierce armor. In theory.
My fist can pierce armor.
And my fist can also pierce armor. I have enough armor to not get pierced as well.
Facts.
But they have two big scary metals walking around.
Oh shit! You know what we forgot to tell them about? The big armorer dude with the fancy equipment that can make legendary gear.
Yeah, that was.
Yeah. We mentioned that. We mentioned like when you were gone. Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. He's like available if we like radio call him or something. Yeah. This is we need to be careful, or die.
No, you always need to be careful.
That's
why you sneak in and get them before they can get you.
Oh, that's smart. Does Vickers have any like long range rifles?
Vickers is god awful at long range.
Awesome.
Let's see. Let me go look and see what Vickers has. Vickers has plasma musket, a laser RCW, and a combat kniff.
Well, actually, now that this is going on, since the since big scary metals, but we have one sneaky and one smart. Me distraction. You go and do stuff. I distract.
I like the sound of that.
Yeah. What will Creamsworth do?
Ooh.
Snipe.
Hang on.
All right.
Real quick, add a character. What level do I have to be to get robotics level 3 or robotics expert 3?
Is it like a perk?
I think it's like
It's a perk.
15.
Fuck. Okay.
I think you're right.
Yeah.
Yeah, because at 3 I can reprogram robots.
I bet there's like some sort of terminal. That's what I'm kind of suggesting you go in.
Yeah, see, I think if we can find a terminal, I could definitely either just shut them down or reprogram via that instead of having to do it individually.
Yeah, exactly. All right then.
Do we
I
wanna
guess.
try and just secure part of the base.
As like so if we are looking like if we overview of the base. So, what kind of entrances does it have? Can we like have like a little diagram?
Is there a little map of the thing you could pull up for us or draw for us?
Yeah.
I'm a very visual learner.
Oh, fuck, alright.
Totally didn't send you 2 messages, including a map of a military airbase.
It's all blurry.
What? Fuck you. Fuck you. I tried.
Does it just like have multiple entrances? Does it like have one entrance? The military base.
All the fences are secured. Looks like you'd have to go in the regular way.
Mm-hmm.
Let me see if this map works. Is this map blurry? This map's. Oh fuck! That map was not blurry.
It's not that it's blurry. It's just black and white. It looks like the Pip-Boy thing.
Gee, I want here. Hang on. 5 seconds.
Do we have any like cutting tools or something? Or like just anything that can go through a fence?
Is that acceptable?
Wire cutters would work. Robotics Expert 3, by the way, is level 10.
Hmm.
Okay, so at level 10, I could reprogram robots.
We have multi-tools.
Yes, we do. We have flashlights too.
Let's see here. You have flashlights. You're gonna blind the sentry bots with flashlights. Okay.
Spread his message for you.
We also have a hazmat suit, and I presume since that is an old military base, a hazmat suit would probably be beneficial.
Am I the only
that's more if you're like going to Fort Collins.
Paunch is human.
Yeah, also true.
Yeah.
It'll buff.
Yeah.
Did the map I sent you help?
Yeah, actually, I think I'll use that one.
Okay. Don't ask what that's from. That's actual Fallout.
I don't think we really have any.
Is that the Adams Air? That's Adams Air Force Base.
Yes, it is. I figured that would be pretty applicable, though.
Yeah.
So, did you see the other images? 2 images above that one.
Yeah.
Please.
Good.
Please.
Maybe someday.
Please.
Maybe
Doesn't
someday.
have to be working right now. I'll come back for it. Please.
Maybe someday.
I heard yes.
I don't think we have.
Specifically that one.
I don't think we have anything besides multi-tools, which can actually help with cutting through the fence.
I don't know where the fuck all the inventory shit is. And I'm coming up right here. And where the fuck is Eddie? Eddie doesn't exist anymore.
Yeah.
He's a figment of my imagination. Yeah, but wait, do I?
And I presume you can probably just punch through the fence as well.
Punching is the solution you always have.
I've become the radiation's symbol.
Yeah. Yeah, I guess, like, is there, like, anything else we need to think about or do before we commit to the plan?
How many were there?
Sentry bots?
2 sentry bots,
Yeah.
right? Yeah.
I never said a number.
Oh,
Yeah.
I thought we saw a pair.
Count them. Could you count them?
One, two,
I can't see anything.
5.
7.
Okay, so this is where we are. All right.
So we'd be coming from up here, right, with our overlook of the place?
Yeah.
That's the road?
If you guys actually want to do this, it's not going to be today. I will say that.
All right.
I know. We just threw this at you.
Yes.
But this would be planning.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, and
This is called reconnaissance.
Exactly. Which I like because it gives
And I'm gonna
the plan.
I'm gonna be honest. You should this will probably be the last thing you guys do before leaving Denver. Because you're definitely gonna be want to be leveled up for this.
Yeah, that vehicle.
Yeah, it started
you
sounding
said
like
it looks
yeah.
old, but it's not got any major damage that we can see.
Looks like looks like it was being worked on at some point in the post-war. Someone has been here. Yeah, someone has been here.
Okay, could you mark it for me on the map?
Is it the blue? Is it the white one?
That's a building.
Oh, it's a building. Okay.
Yeah.
So this is a building. All these are buildings. This is. Let's see.
We'll call the trawler
all
the
things.
launch. Yeah, we'll call the trawler the launch pad.
Yeah, that'd be like a vertebra pad or some shit. And then a runway. This would be like admin buildings. These should be hangars. This is a building. Building. Guard tower. I have no clue what the fuck that is. Oh god.
Did it go black for you guys again?
It's just
reset.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay, just.
Wow, do we move slow? Holy shit.
It's a massive map, dude. You see this? Like.
Well, yeah, it's an airport with a full runway.
Yeah.
You can't count how many sentry bots, but there are enough that one passes by once every 3 minutes.
Damn.
That
is a lot of sentry bots.
It could just be the same one moving real quick.
All right. Where can you mark on here?
It's just going back and forth, but we're too stupid to realize it.
Does anybody have a paintball gun?
We can just bring the paint bucket with us, and then just like one of the guys who are sneaking in, they just throw the paint on the like runway, and then we see like how many tracks pass through that bucket.
You know, I feel like Drax would be perfect at that.
He wouldn't move. He would stay still, so it doesn't work.
No, he moves so slowly the sensors can't perceive him.
Yeah, it's gonna take ages. We don't have ages.
Well, if he starts now, by the time we come back,
he will have moved like 1 centimeter. Yeah.
All right. Well, I mean, it's heavily fortified, but I could probably get that vehicle operational.
I mean, that's a lot of ifs.
Do you see these? I'm pointing them out on the map. I'm pointing at the horizon. Are those still there? Those are vehicle wrecks. Is that 3?
3 so far. Yeah.
Yeah, and then there's some trucks here. 1, 2, 3, and 4. There's enough parts there.
There's 5, 6.
So at least six military ground vehicles, 3 aircraft. There should be more than enough parts right there to get any number of those working. 7.
I mean, there's like a lot of distance A to cover and B to like to check whether they work. Those parts, it's still gonna take time to disassemble.
Yeah, I'm gonna say.
Oh yeah, but if I can get that working, I can convert the whole back of one of those vehicles into ice cream manufacturing.
It is an option.
Plus, you see some of those have trailers. Like this one here has got a trailer.
True.
And then these two here have trailers. The amount of storage we could get.
Yeah.
Definitely at a later date. We could try and go in and get some of those vehicles operational. I'm sure we could get some goodies. There's probably a mess hall with a freezer. They might have some flavorings.
Plus, who knows what else is in a Space Force base.
True. Oh, also, how prevalent are sentry bots in Brotherhood of Steel bases?
In a Brotherhood of Steel base? Brotherhood of Steel's actually sentry bots are a bit big for the Brotherhood of Steel. They don't because they can go toe to toe with their armor. They don't maybe like them too much.
I'd say they'd probably rather just scrap them.
Are more common. iBots occasionally they're rare. Sentry bots are more common than iBots, but it depends on what chapter and where.
Yeah,
East Coast uses them a lot more. The West Coast not as much, just because going back in lore, out of character, it'd be the Brotherhood NCR war, and then the war with the Enclave. A lot of that stuff was destroyed. On the West Coast, it's uncommon.
Yeah, like I said, there would be a lot more of a robots are more of an Enclave thing.
Yeah. Are you thinking this might be a Brotherhood base?
No, I'm just like thinking whether you'd know like any of like the weak spots of sentry bots and as in characters, as I mean.
Well, we do have one.
We have two.
That is also true. We can study that.
Oh, no, so we have two Brotherhood people and a sentry bot, so... You know, if we come back later with a reprogrammed sentry bot, that might be better. But this is a very good... thank you! I love you! I love you so much.
Yeah.
What is... Oh, a truck.
Universal law of dibs.
Big. That's
it's gonna be out of gas.
There we go. Everything was out of gas. If you
there is no gas.
Yeah, exactly. Like I said, the
well,
best.
There technically is. There's just a whole lot not of it.
The best you guys really are gonna be getting is some ethanol. Just of course you would put a fucking sign that literally says dibs on it. You do some of the more developed tribes do use some ethanol-based vehicles. Otherwise, fusion power.
I'd imagine there's not many left, though.
You know what? We have a fusion core, right?
What is it? The 80s. Start a vehicle. Yeah, the 80s. The 80s are the one tribe that's particularly notorious for having they're basically the fucking Mad Max tribe.
Yep. The NCR uses vehicles. They've gotten some of them back on fusion.
Yeah, like I said, fusion powered vehicles are the only really serious vehicles you're gonna run into. Everything you're gonna, like I said, you're gonna find some ethanol powered doom buggies and shit.
Yep. But if we took enough energy packs, we could make a giant battery, or I could trickle charge. Take a little while, like a day or two. I could trickle charge the engines with the fusion cell, but it would eventually drain the fusion cell. But you could get vehicles that could then turn themselves on and power themselves. which would get us through the wastes a lot faster. And for your ice cream, we could literally turn the back of one of those trucks into an ice cream store. Proper powered ice cream store with ice cream manufacturing.
What does the robot say?
Good talk, robot.
Well, where are we going to put the Brahmin? We need a source of milk, too.
The Brahmin could come with us, or we could put him on a trailer. There's a couple working trailers here. Wouldn't be hard to hook up a second trailer to the truck here. Ice cream.
All right, well, the caravan we have doesn't stick out too much, and it already has Brahmin pulling it. So that's not really a problem that needs solving. Since it is fine already. I have a feeling a moving vehicle will just cause a lot more eyes. The bad kind.
I mean, more customers.
But the same month, you have 3
the
eyes.
The bad kind of eyes. You know, people are like, I want that. I'm going to take that.
No. They're going to
instead
say,
of the,
I want ice cream.
Oh, that's just a caravan.
We also have turrets in the caravan. I mean,
they can't take what they can't catch.
Exactly. All you're gonna do is build your caravan up and make people want to come and buy ice cream.
Like on the off chance that the vehicle does not work and it does not start up, we might just scour
then
this
we're
place
fucked.
for other stuff that it may have.
You see multiple caches of heavy equipment in the area.
Exactly. We can just haul the equipment, which can also be very useful. And then we can think about getting the vehicle later.
Yeah.
Because getting a vehicle is in military terms, a full-blown operation. And we don't really need that right at this moment. But we do need some of the stuff the complexes may have.
Yep. I like the looks of this building right here for that.
Which one? Oh, the white one. Yeah.
Yeah.
Seeing how also it's like, I presume like we see all those entry bots.
Yeah. Like I said, about one you have about 3 or once one passes, you have about 3 minutes.
Mm-hmm.
And if you time it appropriately, you have about a minute and a half, or you probably have a minute or a minute and a half, maybe 2. To before the sentry bots come in your range to get inside the gate if you don't go through the administration center to the south.
Which means, in case, distractions.
Yep. So there's a 3-minute patrol gap, but he also just said that this area here isn't patrolled.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, no, this is you have to deal with whatever inside the buildings, but like I said, the sentry bots aren't patrolling.
Yeah, and we probably need something very heavy, like armor piercing as well.
Yeah, for context, these guys have 6 and 5 resistance or armor resistance. Although they don't seem to be hanging out, or they don't seem to be patrolling the actual tarmac very much.
Very interesting.
Yep, and these
are mainly
if these aren't being patrolled, those are up for grabs. If we wanted to try and loot one of these buildings.
On a question of weapons, do you need to have a perk to repair a weapon, or can like anyone with high enough repair intelligence repair it?
Oh god, what is there's a wear and tear rule.
Yeah.
Give me 1 sec. Wear and tear. They're gonna spend seen better days. Making repairs. Many items cannot be crafted from scratch.
Ain't repair test difficulty items rarity.
Yeah. Okay. So, what's the rarity of the cannon you're probably looking at?
I have no idea. It doesn't say. Oh wait, no, 5. Oh my god. Holy sh! Oh no. Very difficulty 5.
You say that. Yeah. So you just you need a good bit of AP to pull that off.
Yeah.
Hello. I found a higher quality map.
What of Adams?
Yeah, there you go. That's a much higher quality. Like,
Is the cannon modded at all?
Let me check.
Price, it's much higher quality. Holy fuck.
I don't think it is. No. No, I don't see any mods on it.
Do you like that map a little better?
Because currently it has a damage of 6. It can go up to 10.
That's actually impressive.
And yeah, it has a wear and tear of 4 right now.
You just gotta be able to get the cannonballs.
Yes.
What's the rarity of the cannonballs?
4.
They just steal.
Yeah, rarity 4.
No. So, okay, what was it?
It's gonna be a while.
Unlike most ammunition, cannonballs have a high chance of being recovered once launched.
I think Moth can level up, or yeah, I think that's Ammo Smith 2. Yeah, because 5 and 6 is 3, isn't it? Or 5 is level 3.
The cannonball rarity's 4, Funky.
Yeah.
Okay, no, I got that back.
It's gonna be a while.
Yeah, that's level 3 Ammo Smith. Okay. Let's see here. Figure.
Which is absolutely ridiculous and silly to think about.
They shouldn't be that.
It's literally just a sphere of iron.
Well, how are you gonna smelt it? Where?
Iron doesn't have to get that hot to smelt it.
Yeah, you just need a small crucible. Or a few small ones.
Okay. Have we scouted everything from this base we can?
Yes, without going inside of it.
All right.
There we go. Yeah, that is a lot high quality. Thank you, Norsk.
Yeah, I figured you. I don't know if you want to swap that real quick so they can see that one.
Yeah. Actually, it just took change in the file.
There you go.
Okay.
How's that? Now you can zoom in really fucking well. Is that a little better for you guys?
Let's see
Sure.
here, Denver. I'll go back to Denver.
Those look like fighter. What the? There's fighter aircraft here.
It looks like there's a few vertibird.
Yeah, there's quite a few. Some civilian cars, military trucks, 18-wheelers.
My foundry now refuses to load.
Nice.
Are you using Firefox or
No.
no?
No.
It's probably just because you changed the map on it, so it fucked up.
Let me just reload. It's okay.
It's not the first time this happened.
Yeah.
Space. Atomics, the ice cream shop, hang dogs, Vault K9, Pori. Oh, there's a quarry over there.
I guess we could just check out the
branch.
K9 hole while we're exploring the city, and just like looking for anything good.
You mean volcano?
Or like
Probably the same thing.
yeah.
Most likely.
I cannot load. Unless it's like, hold on, maybe it will take a while. I presume it just was switch the map, right? Oh, yeah, okay, yep, I'm loading. I'm here.
Guffy hole.
Gruffy hole.
Yeah, Gruffy hole. Yeah.
All right, so you going to Vault K9?
Yes.
Yes.
Sure. That is
Okay,
an option.
All right. You approach Vault K9, and all of a sudden you see a whole bunch of dog beds everywhere. Just like
On the
wherever.
outside?
Yeah, just dragged wherever they like. Drag wherever the wherever it looks like a dog dragged it wherever they felt like it to lay on. As you approach closer, you start seeing you see a cyber dog. It starts barking at you, not sonically, just like barking. And you think you hear a little voice actually. It's like this says person, 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 person,
Yeah, like
person,
I could have waved my hand at it. Hello.
person, dog, hand, no, bad, person.
What?
Person.
I
Dog.
Hold on. Do I have anything? Hold on. Let me check.
I want you to know. You've seen the movie Up?
Yeah. Yes.
Yes.
I'm hearing that voice in my
Yeah,
head.
yeah.
Person. Well, it
Uh,
might be a bit like Up, but dogs aren't that smart.
I
So,
All right, give me one of those rad stag steaks.
No. I have a piece of mole red meat.
Oh, that works too.
I'm just gonna.
I give it an ice cream.
food.
No, that's it. I just like I hand like I extend my hand with the food in the hand.
The dog eats it in a barbarically dog-like manner.
I attempt to
Do you
pet
need
the
me to
dog.
get someone to simulate that?
Barbarically dog-like manner. So worse than a normal dog-like manner.
Would you like a visual representation of that?
No.
Yes.
I can get mine to do that for you.
No, thank you. Then I attempt to pet the dog.
He takes the pet while he chews on the meat.
Uh,
The glass dome of the glass dome of the dog's cyber brain is very yeah, it would be warm to the touch because you got to keep a brain warm.
All right.
Home, follow, take home, good.
I follow the dog.
I
follow the super mutant.
Timing.
All right. As you approach Vault K9, you see more and more occasional dogs. Some are in packs, some are kind of being a little stray, but otherwise they're fine.
Yeah,
they're not bothering you.
This is like a radiation-free zone, I presume.
Yeah. There's no reds around here. And you get up to Vault K9, and you see you see a dog-sized vault door.
Are you fucking kidding me?
But it would be just big enough for the super mutant to fit through.
Oh my god.
On your hands.
There must be some pretty big.
Yeah, those are big dogs.
Those are pretty big dogs. I'm like, okay, so in that case.
Well, I mean, it's so like if you stood in front of a vault door,
Mm-hmm.
the vault door is like 10 feet tall. Well, the vault door is like 10, 15 feet tall.
Yeah.
Well, this vault door is like 4 feet tall.
Yeah, I see what you mean. Yeah. Yeah. So it goes into the vault and like expects me to follow it, I presume.
Yeah. The dog walks up to the thing and it scans its pip collar.
I turn around to the whoever's behind me, like questioningly, like looking. Should I follow it?
I'm poking you to continue.
I turn sideways and jet through like a squid.
Does this mean I just have to duck slightly and walk through?
Probably.
Yeah. It's like just a little bit shorter than you.
Okay, so
By the way, video of the dog eating has been posted.
Nice. I'm gonna follow. Is Creamsworth going first, or am I going first?
Well, you turned around and I went in.
Okay,
so.
yeah, I'm following Creamsworth then. Sure.
All of a sudden, you begin to get swarmed by dogs, or who has the meat on them?
All of us?
I have a lot of meat on me.
I just have ice cream.
I have some meat on me.
All of you, anyone who has meat or food on them, is all of a sudden swarmed by a bunch of dogs, and just, like not like bad swarmed, it just like
like
begging
food.
swarm.
Yeah.
Food. They're hi, food. It's just that's pretty much all you guys are hearing right now.
Mm-hmm.
Just
I come in peace.
I don't think they can hear you.
I don't want to phrase that. I say aloud, hello. I come in peace.
So like they say a food out loud, right? Yeah.
yeah. Like I said, they're low voice boxes.
I'm gonna like pick out like a giant ant meat. I have on me.
Yeah, it's hard to move. Oh, they all see it now. Now it's cut. Even for you as a super mutant, there's so many dogs. It's kind of hard to move, especially without stepping on a paw.
Mm-hmm. It's like I'm very packed. I think like by the time I'm like done just taking it out, I think like some like 1 or 2 dogs have already bitten into it because I'm getting swarmed.
Yeah, all of a sudden over the intercom, you hear a very loud sit, and all of the dogs calmly sit.
I also sit.
I also sit as much as I can.
That is fucking great.
Is there actually enough space for me to sit, or am I like still crouching, or like not crouching?
It's like a regular. It is like it's about the height of or as a super mutant, just in general in a vault, you're gonna be slouched down a little bit because you're tall, and vaults aren't very built. Vaults are built for normal sized people, but yeah, you're not. It's like the ceilings are like 6 feet tall here, 7 feet tall.
Okay, so like the door was small, but the interior is like normal sized.
It's a little bit, yeah. The interior is a little more normal sized.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Okay. I also see it. Okay. Great. So also question. I presume dogs can somewhat tolerate irradiated food, right?
Probably best not to.
It's a post-apocalyptic wasteland.
Probably shouldn't give them irradiated food.
Not purposely.
The previous mole rat meat, I think, was radiated a bit. I think I had 1 radiation to it.
Oh, you see, you
Half
see
the
that
dogs
dog
die.
You see that dog get scanned, and then there's an overhead gantry comes, picks up the dog. It's like, oh, and the dog starts whimpering. It's like,
oh.
It gets carted off.
What is he doing?
All of a sudden, the overhead gantry comes back and starts distributing little dog treats to all the dogs who are sitting.
Oh.
It drops for both of you guys who sat. It also drops a little dog treat in your lap.
Yeah, yeah. I eat it.
It gives Yilmar a very large, it scans Yilmar and gives him it scans Dan and gives him a very large bone because of his size.
Oh hell yeah! I start like nibbling on it, following the lead of other dogs. Yeah. I think I might even bitten off like a chunk of it, seeing how hard I chomp on it.
Yeah. It's like the robot comes back and scans it. Does a double scan again. Actually, it's like you would do, like someone would do a double take. Says, "Hello, humans. Please follow the follow the laser pointer."
All right, I follow the laser pointer.
On the laser pointer, as you stand up, all of the other dogs seem to, or most of the rest of the dogs seem to be sitting down, but there's a lizard. I should also mention that these are a bunch of different, or there's a lot of different breeds here. So they don't think they're all just a bunch of German shepherds.
Yeah, are they all big dogs, or are they like a small dog as well in the mix?
It's all varieties.
All right.
You wouldn't notice this as someone who, or unless you bred dogs before. That all of the most of the dogs that you see are almost perfect representations of their breed, though.
Ooh, okay.
I don't think anyone in this time and age would actually know that.
Yeah.
Probably not.
I might.
But yeah, like I said, the Moth would be. Moth would probably be the only one that would know that. But you would notice that a lot of these dogs are very, aside from being borged out, are very well kept, well groomed, well maintained. Anyway, you follow the laser pointer, and as you follow the laser pointer, you slowly see a lot more. It's Dan. Anyway, you see a lot of you start seeing a lot more wires, more and more wires, more and more wires, and then you get to a door labeled Zax, Z-A-X.
Oh boy.
I don't know this word. This hard.
There's two little dashes on either side, and it says the Alpha. You open the door, and before you, it's a large computer screen. Y'all, President John Henry. No,
Oh my God! Immediately.
No,
I sent you a picture, by the way.
Frag out.
I start scratching my head, like, too many letters.
Anyway, before you is a large Zax supercomputer. He says, "Hello, I am the Alpha. How are you doing today?"
Hello, I'm Sabin. Me sell ice cream.
You are of large stock, my friend. How are you? What brings you to my domain?
Dog.
Yes, we do love the dog here.
Am I the only one in the room, or are there other people?
I think we're all.
Did you all? That depends as long as you guys all followed, unless you guys got.
We all followed.
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. And then like I kind of gesture at the floating robot. I help sell ice cream.
This is like a fucking South Park episode where all you guys care about is selling your damn ice cream.
What are you talking about?
There's like a war, there's a war between the hangdogs and the canine vault, and all you
we
guys
don't
care
know
about
that.
is
We don't know
ice
that.
cream.
Yeah. Sir, you're giving us outside information.
Yeah.
Spoilers.
Spoilers.
if you haven't already started figuring it out. Looks like.
What part of we said this is now a settlement mission did you forget?
Yeah, we are clearly going to turn whatever that Space Force base is into a settlement. It's going to be great.
Yeah.
Also, I sent you an interior map. You want to use that?
By golly, we'll fix up this town.
So this is a person sitting, or is it a robot sitting in front of us?
It's a machine. It's a giant computer.
Giant computer.
Super
Okay.
intelligent.
So I turn to it after like pointing at the robot. Would you like some ice cream?
You hear some whirring of drives as the machine spools up and tries to comprehend what you just said to it.
Greetings, Alpha. I am Gunnery Sergeant Vero.
Please insert ice cream into biodump.
Do we have any ice cream?
It breaks its like calm voice, and you hear like the default voice.
Hell yeah. Do we have any ice cream on us? Would we have like a sample with us, or would it all be on the?
Not anymore.
Yeah.
The dogs have taken it all.
Oh, damn it.
You get to explain that to the giant murder thing.
Yeah.
No, he closes up and says, "Very well, I understand." And then the regular tone voice resumes. It's like, so what brings you guys to me before me today?
Selling ice cream.
Business.
Good lord. All right. Would you folks like to actually do something interesting for a change?
Sure.
Yeah.
That depends on what you mean by interesting.
It could be. I could have quite the prospect for you. You could use it to sell more ice cream, I suppose.
Sounds good.
I don't know. I don't think a kibble flavor is going to go well with the dog people in the city.
I'm curious to see what this Zax knows about the nearby military base.
Yeah.
Rob Cosper, I have quite the extensive knowledge. I have quite the extensive knowledge on Fort Collins, as I was as to Voltec's integration with the U.S. military. However, I have limited knowledge about the Robco spaceport as Robco, as it was independently owned and operated.
That sounds like a Robco problem.
It does. Would you prefer me if I called up Mr. House right now?
Who?
Never mind. The line
I
is
go to
dead
speak
anyway.
and then stop.
the line is dead anyway. Forget I said anything.
Very well, forgetting.
Anyway, you guys seem like the folks that make things happen. And I have a particular issue.
I mean, we really make things unhappen mostly.
Yeah, like you said. Yeah.
I make new flavors happen.
Yeah.
However,
the only thing we can make happen. Everything else we just make unhappen.
Yeah.
However, you care to iterate yourselves.
Retarded.
There is a bit of a tribal problem. I have these hangdogs seem to be messing with the local stock that I pull from. Unfortunately, I need that stock. I'm running a program here, and every dog is tagged and cataloged, and I can't have them messing up my my lovely business. You guys have a business, as do I. Wouldn't it be terrible if someone was ruining your business?
What kind of business?
You said hangdogs are doing this?
Yes. The hangdogs.
What about the tribe that's actually murdering them and eating them? There's another group.
He's got a point.
A minor inconvenience, mere pests.
We're told by the hangdogs that there are far more of those than the hangdogs themselves.
Oh, they're quite. That was okay. So out of character, that was a bit of a miscommunication. I thought you guys were asking how many hangdogs there were.
Oh, there are
both.
Far.
There's a lot
more.
He asked how many hangdogs there were. The dude said, "I'm not going to tell you there's many." We asked how many of those cannibal tribe there were, and he said they're everywhere. They're all over. They're a real pest.
Yeah, they're So yeah, there's a lot of if
they're a pest to a group that big, there's a lot of them.
To be fair, we kind of went way the fuck off the deep end built an ice cream parlor, started doing business with the hangdogs, then proceeded to recon an entire Space Force base that was not planned on being made, and are now in a canine vault talking to a Zax computer.
Okay, what does that have to do with the number of cannibal dog eaters are in the city?
None of this was planned.
Personal estimation.
Nothing's ever planned.
Yeah, exactly.
Personal estimations believe there's about 200 compared to my dogs, or based upon activity levels of hangdogs. There's probably about 2,000 hangdogs.
Now I'm not great with math, but that sounds like a lot.
That's more than 2.
It is definitely more than 2. I don't think we can kill that many of them.
We can't?
Yeah, we can.
You see,
I don't have that many bullets.
Very slowly and systematically, maybe.
Yeah.
You don't have to wipe them all out. You just have to take care of their leadership.
That we can do.
There's 2,000 of them. I don't have that many bullets.
Wait, but how do we rule tribal? How do we leader them? How is that possible?
I keep forgetting you're a super.
The drives begin to work. The drives begin to whir again. It's a better iterate in the question. You hear a more robotic response. Big. Look for big. Look for people with big feathers and big hides. Make easy. Sorry about that.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, the best way to find these, I have not personally had the ability to identify the individual leaders. However, they will probably identify themselves very quickly as soon as you approach their camp.
Mm.
Probably the shamans and whoever the shamans report to.
No, without their leadership, they will most likely disillusion very quickly. I do also have one more interesting option that might work. Are you folks aware with the large tribe to the south named Caesar's Legion?
No.
Norsk, your head fucking snapped. I saw that.
That was also my character's response of just a very quick head snap.
To the south, there's a large expansionist imperialistic tribe that should be able to make quick work of a small tribe of around 2,000, and most likely assimilate and properly deal with this little issue that I have. So that would be another option for you. A little bit more direct, a little bit more messy.
Man, sounds boring. Let's avoid that one.
To clarify, you want the tribe to stop kidnapping your dogs?
Yes.
Have you interacted with this tribe one-on-one at all yet?
Well, no, but they take my dogs and they train them and they make them their own, and it's messing things up. They breed them, and they get all of them. They get all of the genetic.
Breeding them, or is the problem that they're taking them without asking?
They're taking my dogs.
Yes and yes.
The root of the problem is they're taking them. Very well. Because they have built their whole society, it appears, around the wonderful dogs that you breed. In fact, they revere them.
But they're not doing the science. They need to do the science. Every single pup that comes out of every dog's womb must be perfect in every single way or disposed of.
So that you are seeking perfection. How would you quantify the perfection? What was the original purpose of dogs?
I have a set genome match that I must achieve, and every generation brings me approximately 2% closer.
Do you occasionally have breeds that do not meet specifications.
Every dog has its,
if you will.
Every dog has its purpose.
And every purpose has its dog.
Hang dogs, if you will, might be providing you with another option. Field tests of the genetic purity of these dogs, if you will.
The drives begin to whir again.
Instead of seeing them as a problem, what if in fact they are yet another resource to use in your pursuit of a more pure canine? The canines they have are in fact being tested every moment of every day in more ways than just a lab can provide.
When you say resource, the drives begin to whir even harder.
In fact, are they not a factor of your experiment now through their mere presence of being?
Roll a science. Roll a science check. Difficulty 4.
Oh, Jesus Christ!
Wait, before you say,
man, he's using some
good luck.
words.
Before you do that,
I could also,
one second.
I could also take a speech check. Difficulty 3. Using intelligence though.
I'm gonna sneeze real hard. Hold on, never mind. We don't get any AP.
So my intelligence is 8. So my science is 4. My speech is 3.
So like I said, I'll take either a. It's going to be an intelligence roll, but it's either speech or science. Science is a little bit harder.
I guess I can assist maybe.
Yeah, I've got a science of 4 and a speech of 3.
And because he's a robotics expert, only he can make this. Because he's a robotics expert.
Okay, all right, okay.
Yep.
Well then, good luck.
So science, you want 4 die, and speech, you want 3 die.
Yes. Either you can roll one or the other, though.
Speech is gonna be probably easier. Yeah.
Yeah, just if it's one rank lower, but so use intelligence 3 dice.
Yes.
Yes.
I'm going to. I already know I'm going to be using luck with this.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, there's 2.
There's 2.
Okay, and then you left click on the 19, correct?
Yes.
And then hit reroll.
Yes.
Yep.
Close.
Ooh, just shy.
I really want to reroll it again.
You can only reroll a die once.
Yeah.
I know. Fuck.
Sorry, Nars.
You can reroll one of the other ones to try and get a 1.
Get a crit.
What are the odds of that?
Well,
1 in 20.
You needed 3 to succeed, right?
It's a fail anyways.
What's your? Is it a tag skill? Is speech a tag skill for you?
No, science is. That's why I was like.
Okay. In which case, you would have to roll a 1 anyway.
Yeah.
Your proposition is most enticing.
Leave you to think on that for a while.
Let my drive spin on it.
Ruminate.
In the meantime, do you have a data collection module?
I have an entire server, I have a server room the size of a football field.
Module.
What do you mean?
Perhaps one that we could take to record field data for you.
I see.
What's a camera?
I mean, yeah, it's basically what I'm saying is I'm asking to go record visuals for him.
I have
information.
You see on your right, there should be a small hollow disk receptacle I could receive. Here's a few blanks.
Oh, actually, Eddie, I am turning and I'm pulling the recording from Eddie. I'm going to give you this recording now, and we'll come back with more recordings for you.
I shall process the information. Thank you. Very well.
Turns to Superman. So he likes dog, hang dogs like dog. He wants to make better dog, hang dogs just want dogs.
Yes. Hang dogs love dogs. He makes better dog.
I'm just bouncing shit off of you. I don't need you to actually respond.
I mean, he could work with the hang dogs, have the hang dogs grab the dogs in the city for him, and then give them the
That's what I
dogs
was
he doesn't
suggesting
want.
in science speak.
To me, it sounded like you were just saying, what if the dogs they have are better gene matches than what he has, and that doesn't make any fucking sense.
I was getting at is he could send the genetically impure dogs there to see if they actually have a purpose or if they are a failure. But also, you can. What the fuck? Oh. But the other thing is he has something I use for the dogs out there and in here, so it's a resource he could use, and there's multiple things he could do with them.
Are you guys leaving the vault or no? No.
We have.
You spend some time
allowed to come back here at some point, correct?
Yeah.
Yeah. The Zax gives you a collar. Excuse me. To open up.
Wow.
The Zax gives you a collar to open up the door, if you need to.
Okay.
Thank you.
It's a Pip Dog 2000.
Is there a? Do you have remote sensor receiving capabilities?
The Zax machine. You talking to the Zax machine?
Yes.
No.
Are you able to hear?
I am. No. He's an isolated machine.
Okay, so
all of his connections are line based.
Okay, that's okay. Would he like an external communication?
The signal down, I get no signal down here. We're approximately 2 kilometers down at the moment.
I say, would you like a data collection terminal up top that you could have relayed down? If I could provide that capability.
The walls to this facility are at thinnest are about 1 meter thick.
And his dogs can't. Okay, so he's completely hard cut. Very well.
Yeah. However, my dogs are trained to relay information, so you could send information downline with a dog if you found one.
Okay, so I could put a receiver station for you up top, and then you just have to send a canine. Do you have any old terminals that I could use to set that up for you up top?
You should be. I am able to interface, I'm able to interface with any Robco terminal if need be. But said sending along a hollow disk should suit fine.
Well, we do sometimes travel far and wide, and it might take us a good distance, but I'm sure you would appreciate all forms of data.
Let's see here.
Shut up! We're having a science conversation.
I will check.
I will maintain a dog at the Mount Evans radio tower.
Very well. Appreciate it. Do you? Could I borrow a terminal or two? Do you have an old terminal? Perhaps a slightly damaged one I could borrow, and I could set up to transmit to there in case I go beyond there, and a canine of yours could retrieve from Mount Evans.
How versed are you in dog piss?
On a scale of 1 to 10, 1.
Difficulty 3 science. Yeah, difficulty 3 science check to repair a piss dog terminal.
Watch me pass this one.
You almost passed it. You just need one more.
Do I want to try and re-roll that?
Yes, you do.
Yes, I do.
Oh, god damn it.
I would have laughed so fucking hard if I got that.
The board is corroded beyond repair.
Okay. We'll have to waterproof anything. Very well.
Moth, did you take the dog meat perk?
Yep. I was just going to ask if he was going to get rid of anyone. Any one of his dogs?
I believe I have a prime your friends here you asked that, Moth?
Yeah.
Your friends here speech seem to have slightly inspired me. Take this model right here and give him some field testing.
All right.
I have not he answers to Z23-5. He should quickly take to any name that you give him, though.
For legal reasons, you cannot name it Sprite.
What?
You cannot name the dog Sprite.
Can you name it Nuka-Cola, though?
You could name
Nah,
it
it's a
Nuka-Cola.
terrible name.
Hmm.
No, you know what you should name it?
What's it look like? What breed of dog is it?
It looks
Do
like
I get
seven-
a pick?
Why don't you pick?
It's a Chihuahua.
It's a female Shar-Pei, and I'm calling it Molly.
There you go.
It's a Shar-Pei.
Dog.
Dog.
What the fuck?
Molly, you say?
Yep.
Yeah.
Chinese fighting dogs.
I'll take.
How do you spell Shar-Pei?
SHARPEI.
PEI.
PEI though. It's Shar space Pay.
Let me know if you find a good picture of a borked up Shar-Pei. Otherwise, it's have to use the regular picture. Figure ownership. Moth owner. Congratulations, you're the owner of a new Cyberdog.
Whoa.
Okay. Anything else? Do you guys have any
No.
aspirations or anything? No. Okay.
Is there a store in here or like a supply room?
Actually,
What?
there's like is the alpha just like a giant screen in front of us?
Yeah, I'll get you a picture of what he looks like, or maybe Norse can do it.
Okay, no. In that case, I just like come to it and just like I try to pat the screen.
Zach's computer model 1, 2, or 3?
The one the John Henry Eden model.
Gotcha. Pulling it up right now. It's uploading. There you go. Oh.
Yeah, that's what it looks like.
I pat it like, directly on the screen. Yes, in the middle. Yes.
Your means of affection is appreciated.
And I leave the voice.
However, I cannot. However, I have no sensory output to feel.
Oh, hold on. Do I have anything to leave it? Hold on. I'm gonna leave. I'm gonna leave my lucky charm that I have with me.
You're supposed to keep that.
Oh, okay.
I mean, I guess you could leave that, but
Okay.
roll a science check of 1.
Oh my god. Okay.
Is that me or him?
Me.
Him.
Oh, okay. I was already ready to go.
I have an intelligence of 4 and a science of 0. Let's go. Oh my god.
I believe in you. What the fuck?
Nice.
You could have also rolled 2 dice, but you in the machinations of your mind, you think just like a robot would probably really appreciate a fusion battery or a fusion cell.
It powers the freezer.
Yeah, that's
not a core. If you're not a
Oh.
core, if you, just a cell, just a little like Norse puts into his gun.
Yeah. I ask Norks for can I have 1 bullet of gun?
You hear an audible ping as I remove the round from my weapon and hand it.
Yeah, one
I know
fusion
this one
cell.
works.
And I just like put it on the like the top where all the doodads are. Yeah. Just like
right now, I have to give you
neatly stack it.
items. Give me a second. Let me see what I got. What could I give you?
Dispenses like a bag of dog food.
Actually, it's actually not. Let's see here. Most food. Actually, yeah, he gives you get 1 can of dog food.
All
It'll
right.
heal what 3? It'll heal 3 HP.
Okay, I think I can find it in there. Consumables. No. Oh yeah, I do. Canned dog food.
Yeah.
All right.
On today's episode of How Fucked of a Session Are We Gonna Have? Yes.
We're not leaving Denver until we get everything done.
I have one other place I want to check before we leave. It's
What do you got?
totally not because I want to try and fly home. Yeah, where Dan just pinged.
Wait, where did I ping? What was it?
Old Ranch Airfield.
Oh, I was like I was putting my foot into my thing.
So my character's trying to find a way to fly back home. Because eventually I do have to go all the way back to the West Coast.
You just like the air, don't you?
Yes, I'm a fucking pilot. Why would I not like being in the air where I'm not getting killed?
Well, you can all get killed on ground too.
Think about this.
You walk up to the airfield. It's there's an old beat up fence.
This is where
actually
empty.
You see a couple of ferals, just like regular ferals. Sorry, you see a couple of ghouls, regular ghouls, non-feral ghouls, regular ghouls.
You said something about feral ghouls? I shoot them.
Moth can't tell the difference. All you people look alike. Anyway, you see at the end of the airstrip a moderately maintained biplane.
Ooh.
It's a little primitive, quite primitive for your tastes, but
All right. I kind of seeing as the ghouls are probably just like not doing anything. They're probably like harmless, right? From the looks of it.
You have no clue, but they do have some weapons on them.
I like wave hello.
Well, you see one, or you see just one of them sees you and gives you like air pistols.
Middle finger.
Oh hell yeah! I kind of would I think that was like an actual would I think that's an actual weapon being fired at me or not? That's a better question. Would I be able to
small guns difficulty 1, no AP generated.
Oh my god! Why am I so cracked? Holy shit!
Like I said, no AP generated, but yeah.
Yeah.
That's not a gun. It's just a finger pistol. He's.
All right, great.
Anyway, all of a sudden you hear a loud noise. The engine sputters to, or the biplane sputters to life, and it takes off.
Oh.
No, now I have no reason to kill them all.
You see it fly around. Yeah, you see it fly around a bit, and
big metal bird, fly, pretty.
Has anyone ever seen North by Northwest?
Yes.
No.
The biplane begins to turn around. And you're about you're getting shit. Norsk knows what's happening. Norsk, do you grab all your friends and tell them to get to cover?
And we duck. I am grabbing the super mutant as best as I can and say down.
Oh, okay. I drop
Crawl
down
on ground.
I'm like a goldfish on the ground. I'm just like, yep, arms like along the body on the ground.
All of a sudden, you hear a loud.
I think they've already seen us and know where we are. Why are we hiding?
Yeah.
You hear you hear a bunch of bullets come around or scatter around you.
That's why we're hiding.
And then you see, you hear a loud bullet. Yeah, you hear some. The bullets are so far away. You hear the bullets crash, and then the machine gun noises start playing. You're being strafed by a biplane.
Can I shoot the pilot?
That is a very tough.
I have a battle rifle with a scope.
Difficulty 6.
Jeez.
Yeah, difficulty 6 small guns.
I don't think anyone ever.
I don't think that's possible.
If you had 6 AP and a decent shooting skill, you could pull it off.
Or like 3 crits. Yeah.
Actually, if you had you are talking about shooting someone in a biplane that's moving at a couple hundred miles an hour, and
I'm a robot.
What's your perception again?
My perception is shit, but I have a scope.
First off, small arms can be effective, especially against.
It's a biplane. It's not a fucking jet fighter.
Let me throw a rock at its engine using my piloting skill.
In fact, the most common weapon to take out a helicopter.
Fine. Difficulty 3.
I could use a Gallon gun instead if that would make you feel better.
Actually, it would be better.
Let's be honest, that would.
Yeah.
Why are there
difficulty 3? Difficulty 3 to hit you with a Gatling gun, but not the person, just the plane itself.
So the ghoul, the non-feral ghoul, did like pistol arms.
Yeah.
Like this.
No, yeah. he aimed his pistol at him. Yeah, like that.
Wait, so he had a pistol and he aimed at me, or did he like do like finger
guns?
No,
he finger guns.
Okay,
so
finger guns.
That
was very different.
I thought you did like this, which was like some friendly weird wave doodad. Not he pointed and said kill them.
Okay. I kind of like.
Okay, do you want me to shoot the plane or the dude that just called an airstrike on us?
Oh, the dude that just called the airstrike on you is pretty far away.
Oh.
I guess you.
How far is pretty far?
7 kilometers.
Let's see here.
You're talking about my eyesight being bad. There's a fucking ghoul.
Let's say extreme range.
It's only
It's
one
not
range
like
bracket.
I sent you a map or anything.
All right.
What's range or yeah, so that's only one, or that's one range bracket longer than what you can shoot at. So
difficulty 3.
Yeah, difficulty 3 to hit.
I'm gonna sneeze real hard right now. Okay, there you go. That's 1 AP.
Are you sneezing for AP?
Yeah.
He's rallying. Yeah, everybody else can do it too for more AP.
Yeah.
I mean, should I do it too? Can I do that before I take a shot?
You know, I vote.
You're a robot.
Yeah, you gotta sneeze. I'm sorry.
Well, I can.
Here you go.
I can play battle music in my head. It would really just be
music.
like, you know, one of those ice cream truck songs. But
I mean, would we hear that?
no.
Exactly. It's not helping. Sneezing helps. It like, you know, it signifies you should be like, you know, stay wary and like, you know, stay on your toes. I might like infect you.
Ooh, hello.
Ooh.
I'm gonna re-roll 2 of those.
Nice.
Fuck yes.
Where do you hit him? Oh, you hit him in the chest. He fall. No need to roll damage. He falls to the ground. He's not. It begins to crawl away, and you see two other ghouls come up and carry him away.
I mean, no need to roll damage.
Okay, you can roll damage.
Is
if
he
you get more,
instantly dead, or?
I mean, I guess you could roll damage to find out how much damage you did to him.
I just want to know.
Maybe you did.
He's fucking super fucked.
You know, the number I had in my head was 10. So
Piercing.
Piercing?
5 piercing.
They can
4 piercing.
yeah, they can
5. It's 1 plus the number of faces.
yeah, that guy's probably going to be out of commission if you ever assault this airfield.
No, it's for each.
You know, he may or may not live. Actually, he is a ghoul.
I could add more damage die.
I mean, I guess
I think it's just 1 damage die though.
You can do 2 for. I think it's 2 for 2 AP.
Yeah.
No, it's fire rate of 1, so I think I can only add 1.
And plus 1 from the AP.
Yes, you can. Yeah, so you can add 1 and then add another damage die for room AP.
Let's add another 2.
Do it. Ooh.
Hello. Even more piercing.
And even more damage.
There's a hole. You think you see a hole in his chest, although with your limited perception, you can't really see too well. They do carry him away still, but he's not moving. The plane comes at you
right,
again.
he's not moving.
Let's see here.
I kind of. How far away? Like extreme range. Okay. Can I?
Yeah, it goes. Short / engaged, medium, long, extreme, and I think unshootable. Like, or after that would just be unhittable.
Okay, so I'm gonna do is I'm gonna, judging by the things I have in my inventory, I'm gonna take a stim pack, which is diluted, and like wrap a sheet of bandages that I picked up, which are not useful at all, and create a little like white flag, and like wave it above myself. It's very little, but it is a white flag.
I imagine you just pull out a handkerchief and start waving it.
Pulls off his underwear.
Well, that's not going to be white.
Just presuming the color of his underwear.
It's the apocalypse.
Yeah. But yeah, when was the last time you saw a washing machine running?
I have a joke.
Better go catch it.
This universe.
Look,
I'm gonna spend. All right, I'm gonna. You're getting strafed again.
Oh.
I'm gonna spend. I'm gonna spend some AP. To roll 4 die. Difficulty 4 because it's the fucking moving plane.
Can I suppressing fire it with the Gatling gun?
You already made it. Actually, yeah, you already. If it's about the same round, you already made you already made an attack. I don't have any luck, so a bunch of 50 cal bullets hit around you.
Damn.
You guys should probably run, or I don't know. Actually, I don't know. What do you guys want to do?
I'm waving the flag.
Yeah, he's probably gonna keep strafing you, especially since you just shot one of the guys on the airstrip.
Yeah, not like they shot us first.
So, where are they taking the goose? Where are they taking him? The guy? Are just like walking around along the road, or are they taking him inside of some building? Or
there's like a little administration place.
I'm gonna go after them.
They're behind a large fence. The whole airport's fenced off.
I punch the fence.
What?
Hang on. One Punch Man is punching fences?
Or like, is it like the kind of fence like it has like hexagonal holes in it? Can I just attempt to? Yeah. Can I just like attempt to rip it?
Yeah, you can attempt to rip it. You get shot at by the. Give me a second. Let me. get an actual picture. Let me get a battle scene up here.
The plane's coming again.
Like
Can the plane shoot at the fence and destroy it?
Yeah, why don't you guys roll initiative?
All right.
That's a lot of work.
Yeah, true.
Where the fuck is that at?
And we're still waiting on that.
There's no enemies, so we can't do that.
Yeah.
Why do I always forget how to?
Oh wait, no, we gotta. There's no combat encounter.
Yeah,
we can't do shit.
Yeah, we can't roll it yet. Yeah.
Why are you so bad at DMing?
Wow.
This one thing is a huge problem right now. How dare you?
Jesus Christ. Hey! I feel like I know where that map came from.
You have a sense of deja vu when you see the
It's almost like someone sent him that map.
Nah.
I wonder who it could be.
Must have been a coincidence.
It was a ghost.
Hey, look, you can even see the plane.
Oh,
you are getting shot.
Clearly.
Those aren't there.
Okay.
I said before they took off.
Wait, hold on. Don't, no, undo that real quick. There you go. Now you have an image of the plane that's fighting us.
Mom.
I mean, that's pretty good.
That's fucking great. You could have just put a box over top of that.
No, you will suffer.
Ooh, I'll be right back.
Alright, now you guys should be able to roll for initiative.
Where the fuck is the initiative roll at?
In the combat top right.
Combat top right. Okay, what am I doing?
There's a dice roll should be near your name.
Your name.
What? Top right. What the fuck do you mean on the top right?
In the
So
top right.
In the top right, there's going to be a cross swords tab. In that one, there should be a list of everybody's names.
There we go.
There you go.
There you go.
Me with my SMG will be very effective at long range. I foresee this.
Yeah, just do control bursts. It's gonna be fine.
Checks how many rounds I have. I can actually do that today. Fuck is a plasma musket close range? Oh no, it's medium range. There we go. Sorry. I'm waiting for some shittily drawn ranges. I mean, really well drawn ranges by our amazing GM.
A JM.
Yes.
I stand as far away from him as possible so I don't get hit by the rocks that are going to fall.
I stand as close to Y as physically possible.
I don't stand, I run.
A giant tarp. Nice.
Yep, there you go. I removed all the stupid shit.
Is moving like diagonally between zones, like crossing one zone?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
Here we go. Yep. Hang on. I'll fix this one in a second. Give me a second.
There we go. Okay.
That is indeed a giant tarp.
Mm-hmm. I mean, it's more like elongated tarp, but yeah, also works.
More appropriate.
Yeah.
There you go. I fixed it, guys.
Like, can you make it more like color matched to the surrounding grass, the desert?
Yes, I can. Hey, is there a color match button?
I don't know.
Grass. Nice.
Yes, there is.
Right, now I need it blended.
There you go. I'll be back.
There we go. Is that better, guys?
Yeah.
Okay. On top of the tower, there are 2 people with sniper rifles. Those are the only ones you currently see.
Okay, is moving diagonally still one movement?
Yes.
Okay.
I'm back.
Good.
I will be moving to probably here for cover, or here. All right. This is the entrance to the facility, correct?
That would be the entrance. You can also go. Yeah, you can also get into the you can also get into the thing via the fences. There is a fence all the way around.
This tunnel is not here, correct?
No. Actually, yeah, that you could use that. That tunnel can be there.
Okay. There we go. There you go. Okay. So
It's just there's no giant hole in the tunnel for the roof.
But we could go in there for cover.
Yeah, you can go in there for cover. However, these guys can, unless you're right up on the building, these guys can see over the building, because they're on the top of the.
Would it be like right here to be?
Yeah.
There. All right. Who's going first?
You.
Okay. Yeah.
Can I instead let the giant 8-foot super mutant go first?
Yeah.
Excellent. Guess what, super mutant? I believe in you.
The plane's still strafing us, right?
Yeah. That's gonna happen. Let's say every other turn.
I'm back.
Welcome back. Back.
So what are we doing?
Ooh.
We're running like hell. Dan has come up with an amazing plan, and I agree with it.
Fucking AI image generators, man. 1/3 of the pictures are a dog. 1/3 is a dog in a robot suit, and the other third is a furry, sexy dog, which doesn't make any sense.
Look up cybernetic dog.
Oh, I'm not looking up. I'm using a image generator for it.
Very sorry. Generate cybernetic dog.
Yeah, that's what I have. And they're doing a human form cyborg dog, where it's just a robot with a dog face.
Sorry, what's
Some of them are on all fours.
Does this count as cover? And this?
Yes.
Okay.
However, how big of the rocks are those going to be?
Well, some are boulders. These are like boulders.
So those boulders up there will be full cover. However,
I would have to like
those rocks will be DR2.
Okay. Because I'm thinking of going bloop, and then I can get to here 1 turn, and then I can.
How's that look?
In here would be 2 turns or 3 turns, which means I couldn't be shot in here. I don't think. And then, is it gonna be considered medium range shooting upwards from the ground to the tower? I'm presuming.
I'm just gonna go. I'm gonna go for 2D distance.
For ground to up there. Okay.
Yeah.
He's out of range of everything but my musket.
Yeah. So yeah. Actually, no. If you're
like, if I'm standing right here, I was imagining that's gonna be what
that's gonna be that's medium range.
That's what I was asking. Is straight bottom of the ground up to them is medium.
Yeah.
Okay,
although they're I'll say they're in cover though, because it's vertical and they'll have a bit of DR rating.
Yeah. So I'm basically what I'm getting at to everyone else is I can't shoot them unless I shot them from out here. I don't have a weapon that can reach that far. I have an SMG. That's 3 tiles, which is this would be close. This would be medium, I think.
That would be medium. Where the second ping, the neighboring zone is medium.
That's medium. This is long. This is extreme. Yeah. So.
Yeah.
I will not be shooting at them for a while unless we have a smoke grenade.
Yeah. And if I remember right, we looked up the rule. You can't run running and moving, or you can move 2 zones, or you can move 1 zone. So you can't move 3 zones and combine all your actions.
Yeah. If I succeed, you could potentially. Well, no, you can't really do much. Never mind. You do you.
Do you want me to roll for Eddie this time, or do you want to use my initiative for him?
You guys use your initiative. Moth, you use your initiative for the cyber dogs.
Oh, whoops.
That's okay.
And the unknown is the plane.
Yeah.
Okay.
Well, I plan on running here and then taking cover here, so that I can the next turn get in cover down here.
Mm-hmm.
Unless I go here and then just sprint to here to breach the building. Moth, I love that picture.
Right?
It's retarded.
That's not bad. That's wacky.
Yeah, I don't like it.
I didn't say it was good. I said I love the picture.
I don't like it.
Well, I tried to have it generate a brain in a jar, so it decided it wanted the brain to be the face.
Mm-hmm.
All right, you said it's a prop plane?
Yeah, it's a little prop plane, so you'll get strafed every other round.
All right, so not the Sonic Jet one that fucking rapes.
Yeah, so it's not gonna strafe us this round, or it will.
No.
Okay.
That is a DC 3.
And it's from Fallout. I'm working with what I got here. What did you want? The Enola Gay?
Yeah.
Although I